Imagine waking up tomorrow, unlocking your Galaxy phone, and suddenly realizing it feels like a brand new device, even though it's the same phone you bought months ago. That's exactly what Samsung is promising with One UI 8, an update that isn't just about smoother animations, but smarter privacy, AI-powered photo tricks, and even hidden features Samsung hasn't officially talked about. The real question is, are these changes truly game-changing, or just another hype cycle? Let's dive in and uncover everything. Before watching, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Tech Insights, so that you can get notified on daily tech updates. Now, Samsung has finally rolled out the One UI 8 beta builds for the Galaxy S25 series, and this update is already setting itself apart from previous versions. While earlier One UI updates often focused on polishing animations or adding a few personalization tweaks, One UI 8 is different. It feels like Samsung is quietly rebuilding the DNA of its software. On the surface you'll see plenty of bug fixes, better stability, smoother scrolling, and small design changes, but under the hood, there's a bigger transformation taking place that you need to know about. One of the most exciting shifts is that One UI 8 is built directly on Android 16s, which means not only new APIs and stronger compatibility with third-party apps, but also a much stronger emphasis on privacy. Samsung is actually integrating Android's new Private Space API, which essentially replaces Samsung's older secure system. What this means is that the famous secure folder you may already use is no longer just a simple lockbox for files and apps. It has evolved into something smarter. It now acts as a seamless bridge between apps inside and outside the folder. For example, imagine you receive a sensitive image in your main gallery. In previous versions, if you wanted to edit it in an app located inside secure folder, you'd have to manually move or copy it over. Now with One UI 8, you can simply send the content directly without friction. It feels faster, cleaner, and much more modern. This small detail shows that Samsung isn't just adding features for the sake of marketing. They're trying to fix the everyday annoyances that actually matter. But that's not all. Samsung has also made privacy more accessible with a brand new toggle for secure folder in the quick settings panel. A single tap hides or reveals your secure folder from the app drawer, giving you instant control. No more digging through settings menus just to hide your private space when someone borrows your phone. Speaking of control, Samsung has also revamped the way notifications and lock screen elements behave. One UI 8 introduces the adaptive lock screen clock, a feature that changes how your clock looks depending on your wallpaper. On paper, it's a fun personalization tool, and in action, it's actually pretty cool, though still a little buggy in the beta. Sometimes it doesn't recognize certain wallpapers, or it miscalculates where the clock should sit, but the concept is promising and should be smoothed out before the final release. Samsung knows that lock screen customization is one of the first things users play with, so it's no surprise they're pushing this feature hard. Another major improvement is with the AI-driven object eraser. If you've ever tried to remove a photobomber or some background clutter from your pictures, you know the tool could be hit or miss in the past. Now, with One UI 8, Samsung has supercharged it with advanced AI. It can handle complex scenes, weird lighting conditions, shadows, even reflections and overlapping objects. During testing, it has shown surprisingly precise results, almost like using Photoshop but with just a few taps. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Rumor has it Samsung is developing a video version of Object Eraser. Imagine shooting a video at the beach and being able to remove that random stranger walking into your shot, not just from a single frame but from the entire clip. That would be a massive upgrade for content creators, travelers, and anyone who wants cleaner videos. While it's not officially confirmed yet, signs suggest it could debut with upcoming foldables like the Galaxy Z Fold 7 or Flip 7, right alongside the stable rollout of One UI 8. Performance is another area where Samsung is doubling down. The latest beta weighs in at almost 1.7 gigabytes, which is huge for a beta update, and that's because it's packing not just cosmetic changes but system-level refinements. Stability has improved dramatically. Animations feel smoother, multitasking is more responsive, and even app switching shows less lag than before. Bugs that plagued earlier builds, like the hotspot connection error, disappearing now brief widget, and overlapping quick settings issues, have all been addressed. The August security patch is also baked in, and it fixes several critical vulnerabilities that could have left devices exposed. Samsung has been surprisingly transparent about these patches, even letting you dive into the details of each fix if you're curious. That said, not everything is perfect yet. For instance, the adaptive clock is still inconsistent, and some lock screen elements feel slightly unpolished. But remember, this is still beta software, and history tells us Samsung usually irons out these wrinkles before the stable version goes live. What's exciting here is that One UI 8 isn't trying to be flashy or overloaded with gimmicks. Instead, it's all about subtle, meaningful upgrades that directly affect how you use your phone every day. From smoother app transitions to smarter AI features, this update feels like Samsung is finally balancing power with simplicity. And this philosophy extends beyond just phones. When One UI 8 officially launches, likely around the unveiling of the Z Fold 7 Z Flip 7, the Galaxy S25 series will get it first, followed by a wider rollout to A-series devices, tablets, and other flagships. Samsung has already opened reservations in some markets, which means the timing of this update is carefully tied to their new hardware launches. The strategy is clear: use One UI 8 as a selling point for new devices while also making older ones feel fresh again. So, is One UI 8 revolutionary? Not exactly. It's not a complete redesign or a radical departure from what you know. Instead, it's what I like to call a stealth upgrade, one that quietly fixes the pain points you've learned to live with, while adding new tricks that you didn't know you wanted until you try them. Features like the enhanced secure folder, AI object eraser, and adaptive lock screen may not sound groundbreaking on paper, but once you start using them, they could change the way you interact with your phone on a daily basis. And that's what makes One UI 8 exciting. It's practical, it's thoughtful, and it's setting the stage for even more ambitious updates in the near future. So here's my question for you. What feature are you most excited about in One UI 8? Is it the smarter privacy system, the AI photo editing, or the performance boost? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join Tech Insights, because the next wave of Galaxy updates is about to shake things up, and you won't want to miss it.